guys, are you joking? We've literally had a cease and desist already. Like, what episode 3 and we've already had a cease and desist.
I can't mention the name of the lad who I was on about
Can't
in the
mention
previous
it.
episode, guys.
No, man, I'm
No,
joking. We're caught, yeah. No, but yeah, we can't mention him because, like...
No, we can't.
Yeah,
we discussed it and
Yeah.
I think we actually would get a cease and desist if we did. So you guys can find it out on your own internet trails.
Exactly.
But we will leave that there.
There's a paper trail right there.
There
Go
is
find
a
it.
paper trail. Yeah, great. Another cease and desist, or not even another. We haven't got one, but you know. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Anyways.
I think we should talk about dating apps because I feel like we've a lot to say on dating, and yes, we talked about it in episode 2, but we've a lot to say about it.
We do.
Now, when it comes to dating apps, I'm on Rhea.
Okay.
Right, I was on Hinge. Now, I was on Hinge for a long time, and I'm telling you, like, it gave me a bit of a complex.
What
but
do you
I won't
mean?
know.
What
We
do you
talked
mean?
about this last night. About just people who are not your type.
Oh my God, yes.
It gave me a bit of a complex. But Rhea, lads, I'm telling you, it is a waste of money. I have been on one date in the past 4 years on Rhea, and that date, you know, you don't know who this is, but you know him.
Well, you've definitely been on 2 dates then, because remember the day I came on. Listen to this.
This is
Tell them the story.
Okay, so I recently you're right. I've been on 2 dates.
Yeah.
So I met this guy on Rhea. Now he follows me, so he's probably going to see
Who
this.
cares? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, do you know what?
No, I don't care.
I'm telling you how
It is what it is. At the end of the day, don't do stupid shit.
Don't do stupid shit. Now, he was nice. He was really nice. He
Lovely
ticked all
guy.
the boxes. All great. Bethan was going through a bit of a tough time with a
This
guy.
is when I went through the breakup with the previous after, you know, lost the celibacy.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that I was dating, and this is when we broke up. Right?
Yeah.
Well, we even dating. Well, we were dating. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
were practically in a
were.
fucking relationship.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden we're not in a relationship. Right. Okay.
So
All right,
you
then,
went-
hon. Oh, you're not ready for a relationship, are you not, hon? You're not ready for it. All right.
Okay.
hon.
Okay, hon.
Anyways,
But yeah,
so yeah, I was going through a bit of a bad time. You know, I was a bit sad, a bit upset, a bit hurt.
Yeah.
So
So
let's
I was
talk about your
talking
guy.
to this guy and it was going so well. And then, like, I'm telling you now, once I get the ick, there is no going back from it. And you could just do the littlest thing. It could be, guys, I know this is so mean, but it could be like if you took a little trip up a stairs, like that will give me the ick. And there's no coming back from
You
that.
really need to go to therapy for that.
No,
That's
no, I
not
do.
Good. Yeah.
No, okay.
Tripping up the
No.
stairs?
If it's a first date or a second date, and
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
still tripping up the stairs.
Yeah, I know the littlest things. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like,
You know
that's so
what?
embarrassing.
This might be the root of your anxiousness when you pay for the dates, because if you're thinking like that, you're then probably worrying about what because if you've got a standard of having the ick like that, if someone falls up the stairs.
That's just an example.
Yeah,
But
okay.
anyway, like that didn't happen, but that is an example.
Okay.
But this is going really well. I got the ick, and I can't really remember why I got the ick.
You know exactly why you got the ick.
No. This is,
Oh.
remember, I had the ick slightly before I went
She
on
did.
this date.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bethan was crying, and she wasn't in a good place, and I was like, look,
No, I
don't-
wasn't crying at this point. I did not cry. I did not
Oh,
cry in
right,
front of
okay.
him.
No, I'm talking about before I went on the date.
Oh, before.
So then I said to him, I was like, look, my friend's going through a tough time. Like, I don't think I should be leaving her. And then you were like, oh, like, I wouldn't mind going for a drink. And I was like, do you know what? Okay. And he was like,
wheeled.
what? Yeah, you third wheeled.
I came on that double date. No, it wasn't even a double date. It was a fucking trouble.
Trouble. But wait. So then he was like, he was so nice, bless him. And he was like, just bring her.
Yeah, that's what he said. He actually offered for me to come because
He did.
She was going to cancel the date because I was a wreck.
Yeah, I was going to cancel it. But anyway, right. So he was like, bring her. And I was like, grand. And I kind of was thinking like, might go back. I might go back with this guy. So I had this in my head that, okay.
Because he was wanting to make us spicy margaritas from home. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I was thinking, okay, I might go back with this guy, but I do have a bit of ick, so I don't know what to do. So I was so happy Bethan was coming because I was like, this is great. Anyway, we get there and he's so nice, and then we're all chatting away and we're all drinking some Guinness because we love a Guinea.
Again, split that G. Yeah.
So we're all in this lovely pub drinking Guinness, and he is lovely. Like he really is.
We're trying to emphasize how lovely he is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel like I'm overcompensating here for like how nice he is. Yeah, nice he is.
No, listen, he was a lovely man.
He was.
He was.
And then basically He asked Bethan if she was okay. Bethan was like, yeah, like I'll be grand.
I'll be all right, yeah.
And he stood up. Now,
wait,
we've got Bethan here, we've got him here.
So we're in a three. We're literally in a three. So we're literally like a little triangle like this.
Yeah.
If you can imagine, we're literally sat there like a triangle, right?
He stood up and he went over after Bethan said that she had a bit of a tough time, but she's doing okay. And he went, lads, honestly, you won't believe it. He went over and he kissed her on
me
the
fucking
head.
third eye chakra.
Like on the third eye chakra. Myself and Bethan looked at each other in disbelief. We were like, did that happen? And then I was thinking, let's not make this too awkward. Cause shit, this is fucking weird.
He kissed us in the fucking head.
He kissed her on her forehead, you guys. I'm just sat there being like, now I feel uncomfortable because I don't want to make him uncomfortable, but this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then we just looked at each other for a brief second and I knew we were going to the bathroom.
Telepathically.
We knew we were going to the bathroom to debrief. So instantly I'm like, kind of need to pee. Bethan, do you want to come? In the bathroom.
What just happened?
Going on?
What just happened? He kissed us in the fucking head.
Now, like, obviously, bear in mind, we've been seeing some dickheads in the past. This guy's a nice guy, so I don't want to be a bitch, but that is weird.
It was weird, but listen, I do think that we either have it one way or another.
Oh, one way or another. Lads, it's feast or famine. I always say that.
Feast or famine.
Feast or fucking famine. Like, one time I'm not dating for about 6 months, and then I'll have about 4 dates a week.
Yeah.
And then, nothing then for another 6 months. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But, like, that was so crazy.
It was weird. It was a bit weird. Now, I think he was coming from a place of, like...
love.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
it was.
course.
But, like, that was the first night I'd met him. And the last.
No. Yeah. I then brought her to the bathroom after our second or third Guinness and I said, right,
very confused.
we need to leave. So no, guys, if he's listening to this, he already kind of knows.
Oh,
like,
you know what happened. It was weird. You regretted it instantly.
you can see the regret in his eyes.
You could see the regret. He didn't think it through one bit. He didn't.
It's so funny. And then we went to another pub and he went off to get drinks and I said, come here to me. I'm not going home with him. Like, I don't fancy him anymore. So you need to pretend that you were going through a shitter. Even more so.
I was in the toilet crying.
No, I know. And I said, save those fucking tears for outside where he can see him because we need to leave. And you did.
I did. I literally sucked them back up in me. I sucked them right back up in my head. And I was like, right, we're ball in front.
I'm actually crying because that is the funniest thing. And then he's coming down with the drinks, and then it all comes out, and I was like,
I did, but I did because I was really needing to cry.
Yeah, you were.
I couldn't hold it in any longer.
And then I just texted him like the day after, and I was like, look, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling this anymore.
Yeah,
because I feel honesty is always the best policy.
Honesty is exactly.
Now the only thing is I didn't I just said that I wasn't feeling it, which I wasn't, and I honestly wasn't.
I mean, listen, you weren't going to turn around and say, listen, you kissed me best friend on the fucking fourth eye. You weren't going to say that. What you weren't going to say, you kissed me best friend on our fucking third eye chakra.
He knew.
He fucking knew. Oh wait, you couldn't not.
Oh God, bless him.
Listen, I think it came from a place of like I was very distressed. I was.
Yeah,
distressed.
you were.
I was trying to keep it in. But I was a fucking emotional wreck. Like, you know what I mean? I'd lost my virginity again.
You lost your fucking bird.
I lost my fucking virginity. I thought this guy was a safe guy to be around, you know?
And no, he is, but it was just
no, emotionally safe. Emotionally.
No, I'm on about my guy.
Oh, your guy. My guy.
No,
not
your guy.
No, definitely.
Absolutely not.
No.
But anyways. Yeah, so Rhea.
We digress.
Yeah. So Rhea, 2 dates. Don't think it's worth the money. Am I still paying for it? Fuck yeah. Because I just think maybe it'll happen. But guys, realistically, it doesn't. But
I've got a story for you. Listen,
I was just going to say, you have some story.
Listen to this, right? So obviously, after the whole like situationship, whatever the fuck, I don't even know what it is, to be fair. Whatever that situationship is, after that ended, I was like, I'm not going back to Mother Mary. I'm not doing it.
Mother Teresa can suck it. It's not happening.
I'm not going back to literally like Mary.
No.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I need to get out there.
But it's what I said to you.
There.
I said, look, we're in our prime now. You don't want to regret it in years to come when you've been
100%.
celibate for so long.
When I'm 50 years old and I can't even bend me back.
Exactly.
You know, bend it. What's it called? Popping his back like spice. Bending his bum like spice.
Yeah, exactly.
China. What's her name?
Black China.
Oh, no, it's not Black China.
Why, who are you on about? Ice Spice.
No, it's not Ice Spice.
So you said Black Spice, Black China, Ice Spice. I'm just freeballing here.
So yeah, right. Okay. So it's what's it called? That song, man. For God's sake,
we'll figure it out.
Anyways, bending his bum like spice in the back of the van where they stop and stare. These men want to act like a beast, so I put these men in a cage.
Oy.
I mean, 2 days later, and busting all over the face. Do you know
Ice
that
Spice
song?
sings that song? No.
Was it Ice Spice?
I think so.
No, it's not. It's China. It's just called China.
Oh,
it's
right.
like yeah.
I don't listen to rap, but anyway, here we go.
Anyways, right, so listen to this. So I've got a story for you. So I thought to myself, I'm not going back into it, into my little celibacy thing, because I've done what I need to do and I've done the healing.
Yeah.
I've understood. I'm going for nice men now. I'm not going for fucking arseholes. I'm not doing it. You and your tattoos and your fucking shit teeth can fuck off.
Get the fuck off here.
No,
Get off.
literally, I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with these men that literally treat you like shit. I want a nice man who treats us nicely. So I was like, I'm back on the dating scene. I'm out there. Me fucking clothes are out. I'm ready for it now.
Good.
Anyway, so on Hinge matches with this guy, and listen guys, Hinge, it's not the greatest, is it? So found this guy and I thought, oh my god, he's 10 out of 10. He's fucking 10 out of 10.
He was sexy.
Sexy.
Very
sexy guy, very sexy. So I was like, perfect. And he was eager as well. I love an eager beaver, I do.
Yeah.
I love a keen bean.
Yeah.
So we matched each other and he messaged us on the day and he was like, is it too soon to say like, let's meet up tonight?
I love that.
I did, but it was 9 o'clock at night. And I went, oh, 9 o'clock. I was like, yeah, no, I think we'll do it. I said, we'll do it tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, I'm free tomorrow. And he said, the reason why I want to go out so soon is because he had a holiday booked.
Oh, but I like that.
Yeah, and he took initiative. Well, didn't fucking last very long, did it? So, anyways, went out with him, had a lovely date, was so fit, we're kissing neck on all night. It was great. I was just like, I was in my element. I had the best time. And so then we left it anyways, and then we were texting. He was on holiday. He was texting us from the mountains. Like he was in
Alps.
He was in the Alps. Yeah, he was skiing, whatever. Sending us photos of like him diving in the air, and that was I loved it. I loved every minute. I'm not gonna lie. Until it all fucking came crashing down, right? So gets back from the skiing trip and he was fine and we're planned another date. We're chatting and we're messaging like once a day, but it was like, the multiple chats that you have. So you message once a day, you're messaging loads.
The essays.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Maybe you can check in a couple of times in the day, whatever, but don't be on me back.
No.
Anyway, not after the last one, because he was pretty much on the back.
Absolutely. But that's unhealthy.
And I was on his back as well, let's be honest.
Yeah, but that's unhealthy.
And on his front. Right, let's stop there.
PG.
Let's stop there, yeah, PG. A little bit PG until maybe further on.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this guy messaging, then he says he was going to meet his friends in a different city. So he gets back from the holiday, goes and meets his friend. Now, I didn't hear from him all weekend, but this guy had been messaging us consistently throughout the week and he was apologising for the lack of how much he was communicating. For me, personally, you were sending us an essay. That was fine.
And also, he's on holiday.
Exactly.
What do you expect?
Not what. But he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just want to apologise again, like, for how, like, the lack of communication. And I was like, that's actually fine. I said, this has been, like, pretty perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's been fine. Anyways, so goes to his thing, hadn't heard from him all weekend. Bear in mind, we were meant to be going out on the Tuesday. So imagine it's the Friday, the previous week.
Yeah.
Didn't hear from him all weekend. Didn't hear from him Monday. Bear in mind, I've got the fucking restaurant booked.
So you organised this?
Because he sorted the whole night out for the first night. And I said, I went, because this is what happens. You can pay for the first day. If you're asking me to go and see it, you can pay for the first day. And I don't mind paying for a second day. I don't mind paying at all. I'm not asked about it. It's the principle. You need to woo us. You need to tell it. You need to make us feel wanted.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Anyways, so he goes... So that was that. So never heard from him, and I'd booked the table on the Friday. Hadn't heard from him all Friday night, all Saturday night, all Sunday night.
Mad.
All Monday night, Tuesday I'm meant to
But
be
wait,
meeting him.
I said to you on the phone, I said, if he messages, he has a cut-off point, and I always
cut-off
do
point,
this.
yeah.
Right? I said,
we had to understand he was out with the friends on the weekend, whatever. There's any, you know, would only been meeting. Well, I think dating starts when you go on a date. The fucking second you go on a date, you're dating.
no, I think...
I do.
No,
If you're consistently texting after the date and
Oh, yeah.
not cutting it off.
Yeah, if you're consistently texting, then yeah. But I think... So I said to you, he has until 8 p.m. on the Sunday.
Sunday night.
I
yeah.
said, otherwise, you sack it.
Yeah.
Because this is so ridiculous.
Yeah,
If you think he can't message you the day previous.
The day because I said the Monday. I said I'll give it to the Monday because he might be out with the friends on the weekend. He might be really hungover on the Sunday, and then the Monday I said if he doesn't get back to us on the Monday, the day before, saying we're still on for tomorrow, it's done. He didn't get back to us, did he? Until fucking 45 minutes before I meant to be going out. Now listen, I'm not going to lie. I haven't went back and looked at the text. I don't know if I definitely gave him a time. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Who cares? It's the evening that you were meant to meet up.
I was meant to be meeting up, yeah. He said after 6 o'clock. That's what he'd said. He said, I'll be... Because we actually planned this date on what date. So we planned it on what date. I mean... Granted, we were bladdered, we were fucking mortal. But I can remember he turned around and I said, listen, I went, we'll do this day because you're off the next day. And he wanted to actually see me that weekend. But I said, no, like, we'll do it that day because you're off the next day. And like,
yeah,
you know.
I think, like, I personally think that he was seeing someone else and that he just was like, shit, either he's made us like solid with someone else.
Okay.
Or... he's with someone else. We don't know anything about this
we
guy.
don't know anything.
We've no mutual friends with him.
No.
We don't have a clue who he is. No, I hate that.
Oh, no.
I hate that
like
so
it.
much. No.
I don't like mutuals. I don't want him knowing anything about me.
No, because I have, you know, my really bad dating story when I didn't know anything. I didn't Google the guy.
Oh,
you know
yes,
about that guy.
Yes, no, yeah. Different story for a different time.
Different time.
Right.
But I hate the fact that you can't figure out what's going on there.
Right.
But...
but then again, no, because a secure mindset doesn't want to figure shit out. That's the thing.
No, it's a safety thing for me, though.
Oh, safety.
It's a safety thing for me. I want to know, like, where you're from. Like, I want to know a bit about you because you could be anyone.
Oh,
you could be.
I never thought about it like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
you could be anyone.
Yeah, of course.
It's a safety thing for me.
Yeah, I suppose so. No, I do get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. At the same time, I just enjoyed the fact that I had no mutuals with him, and you know, it was just something nice where I could really get to know someone without anyone's little 2 pence piece in. Because everyone has something to say these days. Like, shut your mouth, will you?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. No, it is so true.
It is. Like,
on
people have opinion. Yeah, of course. I like to get my own opinion and just like navigate myself without like hearing this and hearing this. Like, I don't like it. Anyways, he messages us 45 minutes before, right? 45 minutes before. Like, and listen,
that's ridiculous.
Thank you so much for messaging. Listen, your timing was shit. Listen, Mr. Pilot, if you're listening to this, your timing was shit. And to be honest, if you double text us, right? Wait, what was his name again?
Oh, I don't know. I can't even remember.
I called him Pilot, I think.
Oh, did you?
That's his name, I found. Yeah, Pilot. Right, so...
I love that.
So this is what he was saying. He was like, hey, Beaut, hope you had a lovely weekend, blah, 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 blah. Where did you go? Asking us questions about me weekend, blah, blah, blah. Just got back the house. You know, I've picked up a bit of flu. Right, okay. Is it all right if we postpone tonight? Sorry for getting back to you late about it.
That is so ridiculous.
And I just feel like that little tiny little response there, it wasn't genuine enough personally for me.
No.
If I was a really naive young girl, which I probably would have done this in the past when I was younger.
I have done
and
that.
I'm thinking I'm going on a date, right? I'm thinking I'm going on a date. He hasn't got back to us. I could have been getting my makeup done. I could have got my hair done. I could have like got myself all spruced up. And he's messaged me at 6:15 at night. Bear in mind, we're meant to be going out on the evening. I could have been ready. I could have been leaving in 15 minutes to meet him at the bar, to meet him at the restaurant.
100%. You know, that's literally happened me so many times over the years where I've been full on ready to go, and then they just don't text or they cancel like literally 45 minutes beforehand. And I still, this is years ago now, I still continued on the conversation with them.
Yeah.
Like, that is absolutely insane to me now, and it's insanity, and I'm so glad, and I know you wouldn't have text back to that.
I wouldn't have, no, because I'm in the stage of my life now, right, where I've had like that much like life experience when it comes to dating, and I'm like, do you know what? No, the standards that I'm setting for people are not fucking high. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't be deceptive, be respectful of people's time, and make me actually feel like you want to get to know us. It is very, very easy and simple. The bar is in fucking hell at the minute with these men, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. The bar's coming up here, and if you can't come up there, you're getting left behind.
No, I know, and I think it's honestly down to social media. I think it's like lads, again, as we said before, living in their feminine energy. I think there's no excuse for it. Absolutely. But I look at like my dad, for example, and I'm like, I want someone like that who, you know, it's like,
wait, you want your dad?
No, but people say this. You look for the traits of your parents.
You do, yeah.
Like someone kind, someone truthful, someone honest, and that honestly is so hard to find.
It is.
I haven't found that with anyone.
Yeah,
I genuinely haven't. And like going back to like all this, and you saying like, you know, obviously it's nice that people don't put their 2 pence in, and you get to know them for them. But honestly, the safety thing is such a big thing for me. Like my friend will look them up on LinkedIn, and she'll look, if they have a company, look them up on Company's House. She'll find their home address. She'll look at
God, that's like really FBI shit.
Yeah, but I love that because
I wouldn't like a man doing that to me.
Yeah, but
it's
women, we're vulnerable.
No, yeah, it's very different. You're right.
Like, look at the stats. Men are going out and they're doing horrendous shit.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it's all men, obviously, but as
of course, listen, if somebody gave you a box of chocolates and said, yeah, 5 of them are poisoned, what are you going to do? Are you going to try and figure out which ones aren't poisoned? Mm-hmm. No, you're going to say the whole box of them chocolates is poisoned. See you later.
Yeah, it's just being careful. I think women have to be so careful nowadays. There's like, do you know, like this is obviously some deep shit now, but like in Belfast, like in Northern Ireland, there has been a huge amount of attack on women. There's been like young women murdered, so many of them in the past year.
Really?
Yeah, like obviously this is deep shit, but like it honestly terrifies me. Like you really have to know who you're going out with, and I feel like men can find out a lot about us online. Okay. You Google our names, you find out half of it is fucking shite that the press have written.
Oh, it's from like 5 years ago and what unhinged.
Exactly, but yeah. But this guy, I'm glad you've sacked it. You're moving on.
Yeah, because I just thought, do you know what it is, right? If you really wanted to make an effort with a girl, like, you would make an effort. Like, where are the men that are, like, swooning after women? Like, I just don't feel like, I feel like men feel like they're getting it on a plate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's very frustrating because maybe it's because we've been brought up on like love stories and Twilight and maybe we've got this idea of like what love should feel like and be like.
Maybe, but I feel like, I don't know. I know people who have that. Obviously they have their issues, of course, but it's not all like anger and toxicity. That is such a thing nowadays. Obviously people talk about it online, and that is why it's such a thing. But what I want to like talk about especially is the red flags.
Yes.
Red flags in men. I think we have learned a lot about
Oh God. I feel like we've genuinely seen the red flags as pink.
What rose tinted glasses.
Yeah, so the red flags were pink.
Yeah.
At first, because, you know, feelies, a bit of oxytocin run through the bod.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting, though, because I feel like we can actually understand a lot more of the red flags now.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if a guy is very full on in the beginning, you know, he's wooing you, he's sending you big bouquets of flowers, he's buying you trainers and boo baskets when you're not very well, all these things, it's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. It's very love bomby when you're not planning on being in love or staying with that person, you know, like you don't need to do all this flashy showy shit to try and get people to, you know, like your thingy, you know.
I think that actually is such a red flag, like the flowers thing. I've had that too at the very beginning.
It's a hard one because I mean it's nice getting flowers, but I think it
on
depends
the second date is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, I think that is wild.
Was it the second date?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was the second time you had met him.
Oh.
Or it was after the first, but that's happened to me as well.
Yeah.
And that ended in absolute tears as well. I think, like it's just not taking it slow.
It's not, no. And I've got ADHD. I'm naturally lacking in dopamine. When somebody love bombs me, I lap that shit up.
Yeah.
My brain's getting
Don't do it,
flooded
though.
with dopamine. My brain's getting flooded. Like, that is gorgeous. I mean, it wasn't actually, because I remember I felt a bit uncomfortable, didn't I?
You did.
And I went to the gym.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this feels very full on. Like, I feel very, and it was a very anxious feeling. But then I kind of gaslit myself out of it, because I was like, no, it's been a long time. Like, he's being such a lovely person. He would never hurt us. He wouldn't have it in him. Because I've just presumed. I mean, you should never presume like that about anybody, by the way.
Presuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Don't presume. Yeah, I think we've learned that not to presume, but I think, yeah, definitely going slower is more healthier.
It is.
And every relationship that we've had, or like situationship that has gone fast,
so fast, and
has
it's
ended
been
in tears.
It has. It's ended in tears. It's got pretty toxic, and it's kind of turned into more of like a trauma bond situation.
Definitely.
But anyways, more red flags. What can we say? So obviously, if someone's taking it really fast, so if someone's like saying things like, we're attached to the hip, and we're one person now, we're like literally always going to be together, like we're spending so much time together, and someone who's always wanting to see you as well. So like, the quicker they come into your life, the quicker they leave. That's what I've experienced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's such a big one. I'm trying to think
Not
of
the quicker they leave, but the quicker the quicker it ends. So so how fast it started, if it was 1,000,000 miles an hour, trust us, it's going to end abruptly.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
That's literally so true.
Yeah.
So true. I'm trying to think of other red flags. I think like, obviously a lot of gift giving, we've kind of covered that.
Yes.
Though, but I know some love language is gift giving, and that's fine, but I think when it's very early on,
and I think also you have to kind of take into account, you know, lifestyle and stuff, because I think, especially like, say, I can only imagine, because I've never been with a millionaire, but like, if you're a millionaire and your millionaire boyfriend was just like showering your money, you'd be like, wait, you wouldn't be asked, because he's literally loaded. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But if you're not a millionaire, if you're just normal like me and you, getting showered in gifts is a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. Now,
I've got bills to pay, me. I don't know about you.
Give me the money instead, honey. Return it. Give me the money.
Take them trainers back and put it towards my mortgage.
Give me 100 quid instead. Thank you very much. Yeah. I think, like, definitely, I do agree with that. Now, what about phones? If they won't allow you to... Now, I feel like I think... privacy on the phone, but at the same time, if you ask, I will give you my phone. But I think that is a breach of trust if you do ask that. I think
if you have to ask that, I think it's done.
It's done.
Personally.
It is done.
Yeah. I think, because I will give you the phone, but then I'll end it with you.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, what? No. Like, that, it is definitely like a bit of trust in that situation. But there's been so many times in the past with me where I'm like, I've had experiences where ex-boyfriends would leave their phones in the car. They'd leave their phone. Oh yeah, they'd leave their phone in the car just by accident. Leave their phone in the car.
Domino's is calling.
Oh yeah, Domino's. Mom 2 was ringing.
Yeah, Mom 2.
Dad 3. Dad new number. Yeah. So like, I've had them like, whether they've leave the phone in the car, or whether have their phone upside down like that. Personally, I think you can't have your phone upside down like that, like when it comes to lights and notifications and stuff. But
I would say on dates, I find it so polite.
No, not on dates. I'm saying like in boyfriend-girlfriend relationship.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So like, that's a red flag. Like, if you're in a relationship and the phone's always down like that.
That's so interesting. Yeah.
I think that's just a trigger for me. That's what I've experienced, because it's like, you know, the gut instinct. And then the messages that you get are, hey girl.
Hey hon.
Just thought I would let you know. Oh, you know what? Thanks so much, but I'm fucking heartbroken now.
Yeah.
Thanks. You know
like,
what I mean?
What? Like, I'm trying to think, if that was me, if I was dating a guy and I found out he had a girlfriend, right? Because we actually talked about this yesterday.
We did. Would you want to be told? Would you tell the girl? No, hang on. If you were in a relationship with some man, right, and would you want to know from the girl that he was cheating on you?
I would want to know, because I would...
But you didn't have any proof. It was just word of mouth. Because most of the time, these girls, they don't send the proof.
But then
It's a bit
I like
annoying.
look at the Molly Tommy situation, right? Let's just talk about that for a second. The fact that these girls were saying that they got, let's say this one girl you probably seen all over TikTok was saying that she got with Tommy, and then it ended up being a fake picture. Like, it's just word of mouth, right?
Okay.
So I think a lot of people, if they want some press, or if they want to get viral on TikTok, let's say with that Molly and Tommy situation or whatever, they will do it for that. Whereas I would need proof personally,
Okay.
unless you go with your gut instinct.
Yeah. It's
It's-
such a hard one.
You
It's such a
don't
hard one.
know.
'Cause
You don't
also
know
what
until
I
you're in it.
think, what I also think as well is, especially if you're, what I've experienced when I've been in a situation where I'm absolutely besotted by someone, I think like I wouldn't be able to breathe if they left us. Like, just that really unhealthy relationship, very toxic, very, very codependent, very
Yeah.
codependent. Like, if somebody had said to me, like, listen, this is what's been going on, it sends me paranoid. And what happens is, because if there's no proof there, I've got a gut instinct, but I always ignore her. Not anymore, because now
Not
I'm 30 years old and
anymore.
I'm never ever ignoring her ever again. And I might be wrong, and I don't even care. I don't care. If I'm
Yeah.
wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not ignoring myself.
Listen to your body, honey.
Listen to the body, because I
Always.
feel like the body just has such amazing ways of talking to you. It
Yeah.
really does.
It does.
So, if I was in a relationship, and if I was in a bit of a codependent relationship where I was like really like emotionally relying on this person, like, you know, if I felt like the energy was off, I can feel it, like if he's pulling back or whatever, I think that, like, would I leave that person if I didn't have the full proof? Because there was so many times that I've experienced in the past where I've had letters through my front door, I've had messages all over social media being like this, and then the ex would then be denying it, deny.
Well,
of course you want to believe the ex. You literally love
if
them.
there's more than one now, like, I would imagine, then
I still believe the ex. You still want to
Would
believe
you?
it. Yeah, I think you still do. But it makes you paranoid.
It makes
and then
you
it makes you
paranoid.
toxic, because you're like, what are you doing behind me back? And then your gut instinct goes a bit more
Yeah.
because you're in your fight or flight, and you've been triggered. You know, what's it called? Your
Narcissism.
attachment styles being triggered, whether you're anxious or avoidant.
yeah, I think then it's just an end game. Like, once you get a message
Yeah.
like that, even if you try and stay together, 9 times out of 10 you will end. But
I don't know, you know, because sometimes, you know, I just believe that women definitely know when something dodgy's going on. You feel it.
100% you
And
feel
some
it.
of them overlook it, I think.
Yeah,
do.
I mean, some people do overlook it, but I do think 9 times out of 10 that it does end down the line. They're not
Right.
going to stay till the day they die.
Listen, I think if you're the type of person where you can forgive, I think then that's perfect. That's really good for you. I'm not.
Me either.
I'm not. I can't
I have
forgive.
a severe issue actually with that I definitely need to work on and like
Yeah.
maybe go to therapy about.
No,
I can't.
do you know what though? I think
No,
like,
it is becoming such an issue for me
Oh,
though. But I do
really?
think like I'll forgive little things, but like big things, I know you should forgive because it's hurting you more than the other person. And we'll delve into this in another episode anyway, because we have a lot of hurt behind us when it comes to friendships and relationships and whatnot.
Yeah.
But my friends back home told me that you need to let go of this situation and you need to forgive people because it is hurting you far more than the other person.
Right.
The other person is off living their life. They're happy out. They're not bothered. That's a thing of the past.
I'm
'cause
going
they
to
did the
say
hurting.
something real controversial, and I just don't think that that's true at all. I don't think you have to forgive people who have hurt you at all. Yes, you can let it go. You can absolutely 100% let it go, and you can not think about it ever again, and it can be literally a distant memory. You do not have to forgive people that have hurt you. The same way as people don't have to forgive you when you've hurt them.
Yeah.
You don't owe people who have done horrible and nasty things to you, selfish things to you, you do not owe them forgiveness. No, not. If it's for you and you want to forgive them, but personally, there's people in my past that I will never forgive, and I sleep happily at night knowing that they are not in my life ever again.
Like,
And I'm not forgiving them. And you know exactly what you've done.
Yeah.
And you're a fucking shitty person. And that's that. And you are not in my space. You're not in my energy anymore. And that's where I stand with it. You're not getting I don't forgive you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I have a severe issue with not forgiving, and I feel like maybe I don't know if I need to work on it. I would like to slightly because I think I do it too much.
Okay.
Where it's like, maybe in the past I would let people walk all over me. In the past I was like, yeah, that's fine. And
But then
it
I think that's you becoming too forgiving though, because you've let people walk all over you.
Yeah, but in little things, and then it's built up to a big thing where I'm like, fuck you now.
Okay.
And then it's like in like anger inside
So it's like
me.
resentment.
Complete resentment, which is hurting me more than the other person because they didn't care, you know?
Yeah, maybe you have to be more open in like communicating your boundaries, because
100%. I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
I'm really not. And I'm so aware that I'm like not good at that. I think I'm really trying this year. And like one of my best friends said that to me. She was like, you need to put boundaries. Like you can't be trying to do so much for this person and that person when it's affecting you.
yeah.
And
I think you're getting better at it though, you know.
I am. I think I am as well. I really am trying. And I think it's not a natural thing for me.
Exactly. So what it is, you need to do repetition. That's all it is. You just need to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until you get to that level of like, right, I know my boundaries and I'm not crossing them. Not for nobody.
Exactly. And I want to get to that.
But we'll talk about people crossing boundaries, won't
That's
we?
a whole nother ball game.
And it might be next episode, because I feel like a lot of people are crossing boundaries actually.
Yeah. I think in the next episode we should talk about body confidence and a bit more wellness side, because this was a little bit of a heavy topic, but not too much.
Yeah, actually.
But
I was going off on the one day. I was about to go.
maybe in a few episodes time, I think there's a lot we want to say on that.
I can't wait.
Me too.
I can't fucking wait.
People have been waiting to hear our 2 pence on situations as well. So
Yeah, and it's all coming out.
here we go.